Male doctors, let's talk honestly for a moment. You will spend 10 to 15 years building your career, medical school, internship, residency, long nights, missed holidays, and constant pressure. But there is one decision that can either multiply everything you build or completely destroy it, and that decision is who you marry. Today, I'm going to talk about 10 qualities of a high value woman, the kind of woman I believe male doctors should seriously consider marrying. Now, fair warning, some of these opinions might be a little controversial in today's dating culture, but sometimes the truth is controversial, so we have to deal with it. Welcome to Trim, the rest is medicine. This is a lifestyle channel where we talk about doctors' life outside the hospital. Quality number one, she brings peace, not drama. One of the most underrated qualities in a woman is peacefulness. Doctors live extremely stressful lives. The hospital is chaotic. You deal with emergencies, difficult patients, life and death decisions. When you finally leave work and go home, your home should feel like a place of peace. A high-value woman understands this. She doesn't create unnecessary arguments. She doesn't turn small disagreements into emotional wars. She has the emotional maturity to handle conflict calmly. A lot of men underestimate how important this is, but many successful men will tell you something interesting. Peace is more valuable than excitement. Quality number two, she respects your mission. Medicine is not just a job, it's a mission and a lifestyle. There will be nights you're on call, weekends where you're unavailable, years where your career demands a lot of focus. A high-value woman understands this reality. She doesn't constantly guilt-trip you for working hard. She doesn't try to compete with your purpose. Instead, she respects what you're trying to build. This doesn't mean that she has no expectations, but she understands that great careers require great sacrifice. A woman who constantly resents your ambition will slowly become an obstacle instead of a partner. Quality number three, she is not addicted to social media validation. This one might upset some people, but it needs to be said. A woman who constantly seeks validation from thousands of strangers online can become a serious problem in a marriage. If her self-worth depends on likes, comments, and attention, she will constantly be chasing validation. And attention is a dangerous currency. A high-value woman doesn't need the world's approval every day. She values privacy, dignity, and respect for the relationship. She doesn't need to broadcast every single detail of her life to the internet, because some things in life are too valuable to be turned into content. Quality number four, she's financially intelligent. Many doctors make a huge mistake here. They marry someone who has no understanding of money, and suddenly their hard-earned income starts disappearing into endless consumption. A high-value woman understands financial discipline. She understands budgeting. She understands saving. She understands long-term thinking. She doesn't measure success by designer bags and social media luxury. She understands something deeper. Wealth is not about what you show people. It's about what you quietly build over time. Quality number five, she values family. A high-value woman believes in the institution of family. She understands that marriage is not just about romance. Romance is important, but marriage is also about commitment, responsibility, and long-term partnership. She values loyalty. She respects the idea of building a stable home, and if children enter the picture, she understands the seriousness of raising them properly. Because building a strong family is one of the greatest legacies a person can leave behind. Quality number six, she's a partner, not a competitor. In modern relationships, something strange has started happening. Instead of partnership, many relationships have turned into competition. Who earns more money? Who has more status? Who gets more recognition? A high-value woman does not see a man as a threat or a rival. She sees him as a teammate. When you succeed, she celebrates it. When she succeeds, you celebrate with her. The relationship becomes a collaboration, not a power struggle. Quality number seven, she takes good care of herself. A high-value woman takes pride in how she looks and how she feels, not because she's superficial, but because she understands that self-respect shows up in self-care. First, let's talk about physical appearance. A high-value woman makes an effort to look presentable. She maintains good hygiene, dresses well, and pays attention to grooming. Manicure on point, pedicure on point, hair on point. Her clothes don't have to be expensive, but they should be clean, well-fitted, and appropriate. She understands how she presents herself, communicates discipline, confidence, and self-awareness. When a woman consistently looks put together, it signals that she respects herself and the environment she walks into. But it goes deeper than makeup and fashion. A high-value woman also prioritizes her health. She understands that her body is an asset, not something to neglect. She exercises regularly, eats relatively well, and takes care of her physical and mental well-being. She's not constantly abusing her body with unhealthy habits, excessive alcohol, drugs, or chronic sleep deprivation. She values longevity and vitality. And this matters even more when you're thinking about long-term partnership. Marriage is not about romance today, it's about building a life for decades. A woman who values her health is more likely to bring energy, stability, and longevity into the partnership. In simple terms, a high-value woman doesn't wait for someone else to motivate her to take care of herself. She does it because she believes she deserves to look good, feel good, and live well. Because the truth is this: how someone treats their own body is often a reflection of how seriously they take their own life. Quality number 8. She has emotional intelligence. One of the most powerful traits in any relationship is emotional intelligence. A high-value woman knows how to communicate. She doesn't weaponize emotions. She doesn't manipulate situations. Instead, she understands how to listen, how to express herself, and how to resolve conflict in a mature way. This becomes incredibly important in long-term relationships because every marriage will face challenges, but emotionally intelligent couples solve problems together instead of destroying each other in the process. Quality number 9. She's loyal. In today's dating environment, loyalty is becoming increasingly rare, but loyalty is one of the most important foundations of a strong marriage. A high-value woman protects the relationship. She respects boundaries. She doesn't entertain unnecessary attention from other men. She understands something simple but powerful. Trust takes years to build and seconds to destroy. I repeat, trust takes years to build but seconds to destroy. Quality number 10. She wants to build a life, not just enjoy one. The final quality might be the most important. A high-value woman wants to build something meaningful. She doesn't want the lifestyle. She wants the journey. She's not just interested in success after it happens. She wants to participate in the process of building the life together. Because the most powerful relationships are not based on convenience. They're based on shared vision and effort. Male doctors spend years building their education, their careers, and their future. But many never stop to think carefully about who they are building that future with. And the truth is, choosing the wrong woman can cost you your peace, your focus, or your finances. But choosing the right woman, she becomes your greatest ally in life. And that decision might be the most important one you ever make. Please let's engage in the comments, share, subscribe, and like. I'm out.